Deep within an uncharted section of the mines, a team of miners stumbled upon an ancient statue, hidden in the darkness for centuries. Intrigued by its intricate carvings and the aura of mystery surrounding it, they brushed off layers of dust to get a better look, revealing inscriptions on its side. The moment the miners deciphered the faint, aged text, a sense of foreboding gripped them, prompting an instinctive, unanimous decision to flee the depths immediately. But before we start, smash the like button and make sure to subscribe if you haven't, and hit that notification bell so that you won't miss any new stories. The uncharted section of the mine hadn't been known at first. Jeffrey and his fellow miners had only been doing their jobs. They had no clue in what way the underground tunnels would give way. They had explicit orders on where to dig, but even the higher-ups hadn't expected this to come from it. They had been drilling away when it seemed like the earth suddenly gave out at the place where they had been drilling and further back into the path. At that moment in time, they hadn't even heard the rock slide further up the path. Regardless of no one being hit, they did have to call this in, as this rock burst had to have released some pressure from somewhere. Jeffrey had been walking back up when he noticed the sudden change in the path. The rocky walls had given way to what seemed to be some sort of air pocket. "Hey guys!" he yelled back over his shoulder, getting the attention of his fellow miners, who stopped their work as they all turned to him. "What's wrong, Jeff?" The first one asked before another, more stressed voice asked, "Has there been a cave-in?" Jeff shook his head, partially stunned at the sight. Jeffrey also didn't have a clue. He could feel the potency of his curiosity as something inside him was ushering him to enter the sudden entrance and look inside. However, he knew that he couldn't just do that. What if it wasn't safe? What if the stone above it decided to come down on them? Jacob. Dalton looked at the cave wall to check for any cracks in the rock. The cavern was certainly larger than originally expected. Jeffrey, Samuel, and 4 others decided to go inside when the others had deemed it safe, leaving the rest of the crew to monitor their entrance and exit. One of them, Samuel, noticed a plaque as he gestured for Jeffrey to look at it. They got rid of the dust using a brush that they would usually use for minerals found in the mine. There were symbols that Jeffrey didn't recognize. These weren't of a language that he understood that was certain until he saw something familiar. Jeffrey wasn't the only one with an unsettling feeling in their stomach. Though no one understood the symbols, the 6 men looked at each other, seeing the same emotion in everyone's eyes, and they all were quick to turn tails and walk back as fast as they could, praying they would make it back. Jeffrey knew what he had to do when he returned to the surface. Jeffrey, with urgency in his steps, made his way to the mine management. His voice was steady, but carried a weight of concern as he detailed the encounter with the statue and the mysterious inscriptions. The managers listened intently, their expressions a mix of skepticism and intrigue, as Jeffrey recounted every detail of the unexpected find in the uncharted section of the mine. In the confines of their office, the management team engaged in a serious discussion. After much deliberation, the decision was unanimous. They needed expert opinions. Calls were made to historians, geologists, and archaeologists, inviting them to examine the site. The mine's operations came to a temporary halt. Safety was the priority now, overshadowing the usual clamor of mining work. As the experts laid eyes on the statue, their fascination was palpable. They circled it, murmuring among themselves, their expressions a mix of wonder and professional scrutiny. Early findings hinted at complexities beyond initial expectations. The experts speculated on the statue's age and origin, suggesting it could be a relic of a long-lost civilization. As the linguist described the symbols, Jeffrey's attention was drawn to one in particular. A sense of familiarity washed over him. He had seen this symbol before. The linguist noticed Jeffrey's reaction and paused. "This symbol," she said, pointing to the one that had caught his attention, "it holds significant meaning." Jeffrey's mind raced as he remembered where he had seen the symbol before, in his grandfather's mining journal. He recalled evenings spent poring over the old weathered pages filled with sketches and notes. The linguist, after days of meticulous study, presented her findings to the team. She had managed to translate a portion of the plaque's inscriptions, offering a glimpse into its message. The translation revealed the statue's historical significance, suggesting it was a monument of great importance to an ancient civilization. The linguist explained how the style of writing and the language used were indicative of a specific era, long forgotten. As the linguist detailed the translations, Jeffrey found himself fixated on the familiar symbol. Its presence in the inscription, now coupled with ominous undertones, brought back a flood of memories. He remembered his grandfather's stern warnings about the dangers lurking in unexplored parts of the mine, warnings that he had always taken as mere tales to scare a young boy. The story of the ancient statue's discovery quickly escalated into breaking news. Local and national media outlets picked up the story, broadcasting it with a sense of wonder and intrigue. Headlines proclaimed the unexpected find in the small mining town, sparking interest far beyond the local community. The news spread rapidly, drawing the public's attention to the once quiet mine. Within the mining crew, rumors and superstitions began to circulate about the statue and the inscriptions on the plaque. Whispers of curses and legends associated with ancient artifacts spread quickly, fueled by the mysterious nature of the find. These tales, a mix of old miners' lore and newfound fears, added an air of mystique and apprehension to the daily work in the mine. As the plan took shape, the linguist provided crucial insights. She deciphered more clues from the plaque that pointed to the location and significance of the hidden chamber. Her translation suggested that the chamber could hold more than just artifacts. It might reveal deeper insights into the civilization that created the statue. As the team prepared for the planned exploration, an unexpected shift in the mine's structure led to the accidental discovery of the second hidden chamber. This serendipitous moment occurred as the miners were reinforcing a nearby tunnel. The wall crumbled away, revealing an entrance that matched the description from the linguist's translations. With the new chamber revealed, the team proceeded with heightened caution. Jeffrey, accompanied by a few experts and miners, led the initial entry. Upon entering the chamber, the team was struck by a sense of awe and wonder. The chamber was larger than they had imagined, its walls adorned with intricate carvings and symbols similar to those on the plaque. As they ventured deeper, the team began examining the artifacts and structures within the chamber. It was a treasure trove of historical significance. Pottery, tools, and remnants of what appeared to be daily life lay undisturbed, offering a glimpse into the lives of those who once inhabited this place. As the investigation progressed, insights into the civilization that created the statue and the chamber began to emerge. The linguist's translations of the inscriptions provided context, suggesting rituals, beliefs, and daily practices of the people. As the exploration continued, connections between the ancient civilization and modern mining practices became apparent. Techniques used in carving the chamber bore striking similarities to contemporary methods, suggesting a legacy of mining and craftsmanship that spanned millennia. Jeffrey, with his mining background, found these links particularly fascinating, realizing that his profession shared a lineage with the ancient miners and artisans who once worked in these very caverns. The discovery of the statue and the hidden chambers represented a significant historical breakthrough. The findings reshaped the understanding of the region's history, revealing a previously unknown chapter of human civilization. The plaque, with its crucial instructions and insights, played a pivotal role in this revelation. The team's work brought this forgotten civilization back into the light, adding a rich and complex layer to the historical narrative of the area.